Hey, hey, on the way back from home.
Okay,
Okay,
got that one.
so I got it. So what I got here is a little bit of what I do. In a sense, all of what I do is not able to be caught on camera at this time. And what I'm doing here, I just wanted to kind of show what we as humans have to deal with and how those things actually be a part of our daily life. So in the bag I got things. If I pull those things out, I think I should pull them out from this end because that way you can see them better, and I won't be. I got this stuff. It's almost like a trash pile that we could find. In certain areas of Mother Earth, there are more things than other areas of the Earth. But the main thing that we are doing as a human, as a people, we are taking this stuff to this level right here. And that's the black bag. Either the black bag is going to contain everything that you put off in it. I brought it in a black bag. I'm going to take it to this point here, take the bag out, take things out that we've used, show you all how I take and use them. When I first started doing my work, I was able to do my work because of the material that I was using. I started off with a knife, fork, and a spoon. So actually I'm going to try here to give you the same kind of value of me sculpturing with that same kind of tool. This is a sandstone. It's part of a core sand that they use in Alabama for any core liner or the mold. So right now what I want to do with this, I want to take and cut this off. I want to make sure that this be able to sit up. And when I first started working with this material in Alabama, I started working with it. My sister had lost 2 of her children in a house fire. So I started making baby tombstones with it. And in the process of doing that, I just used the material to put a design on it. And in the process of doing that, I ended up putting a design, then put a few letter marks on it, and then call it a little bit of baby tombstone. But for this particular piece here, I'm going to take my time. I want to put this eye in here. I want to put that in there good and deep. I want to put the nose on here. Come down side of that nose right there. Put that back in there good and deep where you can see that profile in real good. Bring it down as smooth as I possibly can. The sandstone were a easy tool for me to teach the children how to use. So I started doing schools and I started doing workshops with younger students. Because of the sand being as brittle as it were, it would allow the children then to take it without a whole lot of effort and they could create something. When I found that the touching of the sandstone could render that kind of experience, I thought it was a very, very good tool for me to use as a tool that I could take to workshops and stuff like that and then allow the children to learn from me. I wasn't requiring that the children learn to do like I do, but I gave them an opportunity to experience how it felt to even want to be an artist if they wanted to be an artist. I gave them an opportunity to feel the material and see that the material is fragile. As far as I'm concerned, as far as what this material has taught me as an artist, it taught me an awful lot about the ways of humans and how our lives are and how we can be as fragile as these materials that we be involving ourselves with. We can see ourselves using them to a point. And then in the overall manner, these materials teaches us something. It teaches us that we are humans. We're the human. The concept of us is that we try to find and that we try to design. And then what I do here, I want to put this in here because it's very necessary to do so, is to put the ear. I'm putting that ear in there because I don't want to take this piece too much more further than this. But with the eye and the ear almost being connected, if one would look at our human ability, how sight and sound is very important to our growth, to our development, to our hearing through communication. And in that act of communicating, if I don't hear you well, can I hear you again? And that's what I think about keeping a record about it. It's like keeping a record of what we do. If you didn't hear me first, that's almost like the thing say, if at once you're doing a job and you don't succeed at it, try it again. That re-communicating, that way of keeping a record of it, that way of just taking that thing and then allowing. Now see, I'm fucking around with this thing now. I'm using the fork. And the fork is almost like laying out the landscape, laying out the values of what the whole head contains. It's just beautiful. Just the way that come out. You see what I'm talking about? Just a little bit, and then I want to take and bring that down just a little bit, and I'll be through with that piece. You see what I'm saying? But that's the profile of us as a human. That's the profile of us. That's what we look to see. Now, as far as abstractness of us and our ability, we're like this. We're like this. So in this right here, I said, well, what I need to do is to take something over, and this was a little on the heavy side. But I wanted to show them about our roots. It's necessary, and please, I'm not trying to overcompensate. I'm not trying to shortcut any conversation. But I'm trying to show you all what's real versus artificial. Now this and this. Both of them is beautiful to me. This one is more. It's giving me more. It's giving me a chance to see itself as a tree. It's also giving me a chance to see itself as a root, plying through the ground, breaking its way through Mother Earth just to survive. This, it doesn't give me nothing. It doesn't really say anything to me. It doesn't make me feel anything. It's artificial. So, we'll lay that there. We're talking about something like this. Look at this. It's beautiful. I could take and make a slingshot out of it just by tying this here to there and then putting this other one over here to there. And then remember, you got your... So ideas and concepts as we move these materials in our lives. We are moving these materials through our lives, and we need to understand why. Now I brought this in, it's already pretty well already set and ready. I just want to pull it out of the bag. But I want to show you how confusing it is. It's beautiful. It's found objects. I put each one of these things together that's on here. I tied it all together. I tied the burning effect of it. This is the when you melted it down and you burn it down and you tried to get it out of your life. This is an earlier burnt concept of when they making and molting the iron. This came from Alabama, from Birmingham. This right here is a stone that is part of nature. Stone. This is the garments that we use. Look at these garments. Everybody want to be beautiful, shape, form, and style, and how they want to actually profile themselves out in front of people, putting on fancy clothes and things like that. And then I want to bring that to this piece right here. I want to bring that face up in there. I want to sit that up in there. You all see that face. See the face now? The eye, the nose, the top lip, and the bottom lip. I want to profile that. You can see it now. Let me lay it down where you can see it better. There. When you stand up, you can see that face on there better. So I want to be able to take this here to this point because I want to make this good and strong.